I am going to be making a wreath for my front door, and these are some of the supplies that I'm going to be using. A grapevine wreath that I got at Walmart, and then all these silk flowers I picked up at Dollar Tree. And some of them I wanted to go with the purple and yellow theme, so I've got hydrangeas. They call these daisies, but I don't know, they don't look like any daisies I've ever seen. And then these are gerbera daisies, some purple ones and some yellow ones. And then I'm going to be using these sparkly berries. And I have just a little bit of this burlap ribbon left, wired ribbon, and if I have enough to make the bow, this is what I'm going to use for that. And then I'm going to be using a monogram F for our last name, and I will be showing you how I do that later on in this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut all of the stems off of the flowers. I've got them divided into two groups, and so I'm going to get those stems cut off, and then I'm going to use the floral tape to bind them together. So I've made this like bouquet, and I'm going to hot glue it and wire it onto the wreath, and then I'm going to make another one just like it that will come down like this, and then there's going to be a bow in the middle. And I have a few extra flowers here that I'm going to use to fill in where I need to. So I'm going to go ahead and get this going. I'm going to get some wire, I'm going to wire it on and then hot glue it in places where it needs to be secured. Well, I couldn't find my floral wire, so I'm going to be using handy dandy zip ties. I think I can use them where nobody will see them. Oh, Olivia found the floral wire. Well, I'll go ahead and use this zip tie anyway since I have it. Might like it better than floral wire anyway. Yep, I do. I definitely like the zip ties better, and I found some that are green so they will blend right in. I always told my husband I can do anything with a zip tie or a bungee cord. So I'm going to go ahead and make another bouquet to go down this direction, and when I have that done, I'll be back. So I made this bow. I had enough of the burlap ribbon to make a bow, but I didn't think it was full enough. So I had some of this silver, I don't know if I can get it up here without dropping it, this silver ribbon. And so I added a layer of that, and I think that turned out really pretty. And so I've got both bouquets onto the wreath, one at the top, one at the bottom, and I'm going to put the ribbon right here in the middle, and then I'm going to use the extra flowers that I have to fill in, and I'm going to use my hot glue gun to glue them in. And the zip ties work really, really good to fasten this on here. So I highly recommend getting some of these smaller green zip ties to use for working with floral. You can't even see them. This is a white one that I used, but it's going to be covered with the bow. But like there's a green one I used, and you can hardly even see it. So I'm going to go ahead and get the bow put on and finish filling this in, and then I'll show you the next step. So here it is so far. I've got one final touch to put on it, and then I need to put the hanger on it. And of course I'll show you what it looks like hanging on the door. But the next step is to make the F for our last name. And to do that, I printed out an F. I found it online, and I'm going to trace it onto some poster board. It's like a foam board. It's a cross between a foam board and a poster board. And I'm going to cover it with silver glitter so that it matches this bow. So I will show you how I do that next in Fast Forward, and then I will show you how I attach the F to the wreath once it has dried. Alright, so on the back of the F, after we've got it all glittered up, I'm going to take one of these leftover plant stems. I'm going to hot glue it to the back. So once I get that done, I'll be back. Put this on here to kind of turn it into a pick. And I'm going to put it on the wreath, kind of like that. I'm going to zip tie it at the bottom and then hot glue it at the top. right, there it is on hanging on my door. I think it turned out really, really pretty. It's probably one of my favorite things that I've made. So I just hot glued the F onto the wreath, and I put a pick on there so that it would be up higher, and I zip tied the pick. So that's how I made a personalized wreath for our back door. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, friends.